We're doing a Mr. Vinny, but my mind's saying do it later, but my body's gonna tell me no because I might fall asleep and my eyes closed, even though it's open. But you gotta usually wait until like around 10, and then my body's gonna drain like coffee. You know how you drink coffee and it drains because you drink all the coffee? That's what it does to my system.
Does anybody know what he's talking about? I know he's speaking English, but the communication problems of this man are profound. Now, I am going to go.
Now we gotta do a Nutra video right now.
We're going to do
I'm
another.
just expressing my feeling, guys. If you feel like you didn't like this topic, you could write a comment and we could discuss this. But I'm not feeling this.
You know, he's the angry. I have he's the one, I'm his prisoner. I'm at his mercy.
You know what I feel like? Stay up all night. And then when I wake up in the morning, I'm like a zombie.
Yeah.
With eyes closed. And I'm scared to close my eyes while I'm in the train because every time I close my eyes, I just doze off. No, you gotta be careful in this world.
He has to sleepy by sleep with.
It's like Sleeping Beauty, but after a certain time. I guess I'm gonna put this on pause, and then the superstar is gonna come, and I'm gonna grab my chair, and then we're gonna start the new souvenir. All right, guys? So,
My underwear here.
while you guys wait, I'm gonna put you guys on some music. All right? Hold on. Let me see if I can do that. Give me a second. All right here. There we go. As you see, it's still going on, but the new souvenir never goes away. You gotta remember that, all right? No. So we're gonna put some music for you guys until the superstar come. All right. Let me see. What you guys want to hear? Let's hear some vacation. We gotta act like we in vacation, guys. Mr. Renee. Mr. Renee. Mr. Renee. Ready?
I'm ready.
Guys, we're back. And welcome to the Vinny Show. Superstar is here, guys.
I'm the superstar. And you know what? I have it all memorized in my mind. And we can talk about everything. We can talk about boxing. We can talk about politics. We can talk about the war between the sexes. I got a gangbanger next to me who's probably a communist. Because you know why? He's wearing sunglasses and it's not even, it's just dark out.
You know what's going on is that I have a lot of enemies, and every time I take my glasses off, they beat me up.
They know who he
Even
is.
when I'm hiding, it's I don't know how they pop up, but they pop up.
Maybe somebody calls and drops a dime on you
It's strange.
or a dollar.
Wherever I go, I take it off. That's where they at.
That's where they at. Why I am protective of you. You could hide in my closet there.
I take a shower
He,
and I lock the door. When I take it off, I see some hands. I'm like, where's this hand coming from? I have to put it right back up.
I have medication they keep me on and we give them a little bit. A little bit. Well, a little bit. You know, see what happened over the weekend. I was watching a boxing,
Right.
and they had Moses Abdallah beat what's his name? Oh, Dylan Wyatt. And Dylan was, oh, and he said, oh, Moses is going to take over the whole heavyweight division because he's fast and he punches hard, but he's not proven because he fought an old man. And then, yeah, it's elder abuse because Dylan Wyatt, well, he had a bad leg and he was 36 years old, but an old 36 because he had tons of tough fights. And even in his prime, his style wouldn't be good because if you give him uppercuts, boom, boom. I can't do uppercuts because I got broken arms. And so all the English people say, oh, he's the new thing. He's the next Mike Tyson. Well, Mike Tyson, before he got to the title, he proved that he could take a punch. This Englishman, this black, and he's black, he's Nigerian, and he's white. He's some sort of Slovakian.
Right.
So he's a mixture. And he's a handsome man like Ali and all that. But he's not the champ yet. He has to have experience. But the English are like, because they're so egotistical. They ruled the heavyweight division for a while, and then this Ukrainian came along, he beats everybody up. Yeah. Now, that's the story.
Okay, but also you gotta remember, you cannot predict the seniors fighters. Some of them they tricky. They might be older, but they can hit.
That's true. But
But
if you stand still to get hit by them, like what? See, I don't have much of them.
see, oh, I'm about to go to the hospital after this.
Well, now he's gonna get a lawsuit. Now let's see. You could read off that
This
all this. Read off.
no, I
And I have it
I'm
memorized.
gonna pick some.
Yeah, pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick some of this.
This is the news from the today and yesterday. That was in the Post, my favorite newspaper.
All right,
I'm
so
handsome. I love me. I love me so much. I love me oh so much. I'm a prisoner of Avenue C. Oh, can't you free me? What's going on?
all right, luxury belief,
A luxury belief.
luxury belief.
You know what that's about?
If I could write it up here, I would love to do that, but I can't.
You can't run it up there. See, it's a luxury to believe that there's no crime in Washington, D.C. because it was what is his name? Schumberg. He says, I walk and I don't feel threatened when I walk around the Capitol building. Well, that's because he has private guards. He has his own patrol of security people. Of
Right.
course, he doesn't feel in danger. Do you have your own private security people?
No.
No. You're out on your own. And these politicians and Democrats especially, they don't care no more. They never did. They're soft on crime because crime don't touch them. And even when it does, they're so deluded
Yeah.
that they go along.
How can you trust a person that have about seven bodyguards?
Yeah. Like the guy who's running for mayor office, he has bodyguards. He has police bodyguards, and he's trying to disband the police force for you. And you know what he wants to do?
Well,
He wants to have a situation in which when say somebody's beating up their wife or vice versa,
Mhm.
or it's a criminal situation, he wants to not to send a policeman, he wants to send a social worker.
What?
Yeah, so to work things out and de-escalate the situation. This is the silliest goddamn thing I ever heard in my life. The only thing that will make a situation better sometimes is a little bit of lead.
Mm.
You know, they have now in science, say you get a taser. Tasers don't always work, but a billy club does. And they don't have billy clubs no more because they don't want to hurt the poor criminal.
Mm.
See, I believe in the Constitution, but I think there should be something called, they say it's cruel and unusual punishment. Well, I think we should have cruel and unusual punishment. I think that what you should do is if somebody does a terrible, heinous crime, yeah, drown them in mayonnaise.
What?
That's not a dignified way to go, being drowned in mayonnaise.
Yeah, but you got to also think about it. The most protective area, city in United States will be the capital of the United States, which is Washington, D.C.
It should be.
And when you go in there, we don't have one security car downstairs. They have that is secure to the top. That's where the president stay. How many more securities you guys need?
No, what you do is you have security. You flood the city with the army and the National Guard. And if anybody acts up, somebody carjacks, death penalty. Do you know that when they used to have horse thieves,
Is it necessary though?
sure, then you got that person. Let me tell you something. If somebody shoots you, right?
But you
Are
got
you gonna recidivist?
no.
You know what recidivist is, right?
Right,
That's when you commit the crime again. You're not gonna do it no more because you're dead.
right.
And they used to do that in the Old West. If you stole a horse, hang you or
Mhm.
shoot you.
Right.
And in Roman times, they used to do that too. When Jesus, yeah, there was a Jesus. Those are echo in the Roman times. If when Jesus was put on the cross,
Yeah.
there were a bunch of horse thieves next to him, and they were being crucified for being horse thieves.
Oh.
They were very strict back then, but yeah, people didn't steal horses. I tell you that much. I didn't do it again. See, everything's gotta get strict. I'm a law and order man. I'm looking to see my brows, how wrinkled they are.
I think what's going on is that I feel like whatever you do in one state should be done in those states.
It should be uniform. They should.
No state, not just one state because
Yeah,
you feel like you gonna get sniped or something. You know what I mean?
we have
It should
to
be all the state, not
all,
just one state.
but I think that what we should do is have mandatory.
Do
Everybody gets. You want to be vigilante?
you see any middle class people in Washington, D.C.?
They are, but they no, there's the
Uh-huh.
politicians,
See what I
right?
mean?
And then,
You get what I'm saying, right?
I understand what you're saying, but then there's the poor people, and
That's what I said.
and they fell prey to the criminals more than anybody else.
You gotta do it for everybody, not just things. You
Yeah,
know how many crime rate we have in the city? And supposedly it dropped.
but they said they you know what they can doctor the books. You know why you tell if it's a crime rate? You go on the subway and somebody tries to get you with a machete because they said, "Oh, we picked up all the guns." Right? Then they hit you with a machete. Let me tell you something. If you gave me a choice being hit by a machete or a bullet, I'd pick the bullet.
Mm.
Machete. What are you doing? Were you cutting cane? Were you in Cuba cutting the sugar cane? There's no reason in the city to have a machete on you. There's reason to have a gun, but not a machete.
Right.
You know, what do you want to? That's what they have in Europe, in England. They have the cutlery laws. They're trying to say you can't have a cutlery because it's okay to have a gun in England. It's okay to stab somebody. It's practically legal.
Mm.
Yeah, rape is legal in England because the migrants or they call them migrants, the illegals, they're invaders from other lands. And they don't believe in our laws or the English laws. Or the English people are rising up. These bunch of Muslim menaces. They raped the girl, and you know what they did?
What they did?
They had him, the Irish, they got real mad, and they burned down their houses. That's what they're gonna do.
Mm.
Yeah, they're not gonna take. They're not gonna take it. You know they're gonna quake it. They're not gonna be invaded anymore.
Whoa.
We're not gonna take it. You know, we're gonna quake it.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get those commies in the end, the bend.
All right. So,
Now read me off some other.
so do you, uh, this week fight, you said there was a fight that upset you. Do you remember the
I
fight?
remember it was Ford against
You
Nova.
say it was they stole the belt
They
the fight from.
they stole the belt from Nova. Nova out hustled them.
Why?
Because the other guy wasn't doing nothing. He just standing there, a counter punch once in a while. And they kept on saying how brilliant he was because he was the house fighter.
Or was
But
he fight or was he tired or
no,
they had
he
blue
just
eyes, bruised, or he had anything on
no,
him?
he just wasn't working hard enough. He was an American. The other guy was from Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
And the other guy had a beard. He's called Nova, Supernova, very timid. But they tried to they did screw him because they didn't have him winning. They had one card that was it was ridiculous. They were on the other guy's forward side right from the get-go.
Mm.
And I could have won some bucks. I'm bitter. Look at me. I'm making a face.
Mm.
And then they had another league, a ball against Goodman.
Oh.
And Goodman now box ball. And they still gave it to Ball. Had two of them in my parlay, and I would make a whole bunch of money. I would have been rich. I would have been able to say, wow, I'm gonna do this.
Right.
And I could have said to my friend,
So
in your face, Paul, I knew what I was doing. I'm psychic.
it's not like he was just standing around blocking, jab, blocking, jab throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing. He's supposed to be the other guy was the aggressor, throwing more punches.
But not all aggressives can land a punch. Even if they did land one or two punches, they could still go for a loss.
No, but it was effective. It was effective aggression. Yes, if you're just aggression and you're just coming forward and the other guy's boxing, yes, he has to be effective aggression. But it was effective aggression. I'm not blind. I could see with my own eyes, no matter what the announcers say.
Right.
Oh, they make me so mad.
All right. So now, in this one, kids control.
That's what, if you're a parent, right?
Hmm.
And you're a parent too, you gotta get control of your kid. If your kid goes on, I'm in the middle of the night and I'm gonna go gangbang, and I'm gonna loot a place, you know what they're gonna do?
What they gonna do?
They're gonna put you in jail for the kid's crimes.
Why?
Because you're supposed to be responsible for the kid. And if you're not taking control of your kid, they'll blame the parents.
But that's kind of illegal. You don't think so?
Well, it's gonna be, it's gonna be part of the law.
I don't
It
think
is
that can be
dangerous.
part of the law because if let's say the family member is hardworking, controlling, and yes, they deal with his son, their son's a little mad, bad, and that. And at age 16, he went to jail, in and out, in and out, in and out. And then he got caught finally. Why would they charge the family something
Because they're
that is
saying,
a kid who's continued doing criminal rights after the family trying to control it, but they have no control of it.
but they say if you don't have control,
Because back then,
because then they say you're a bad daddy, and that's why your kid stinks.
I get it. But back then, what they did is, depending on the situation, they would charge the kid as an adult.
Yes, that's what they're gonna even.
But they won't charge the family as an adult because the family have nothing to do with it unless the family has something to do with it. Then they could be charged for it.
They'll say that
And
you
there's rules. If
No,
you got rules, they gotta follow
you
just like everybody else.
if you can't keep your kid at home, right? and you raise them, if they don't listen to you, you're gonna be responsible, because you brought that kid into the art.
So there
That's
must,
the new rules in
that-
Jersey.
there's gonna be a lot of homeless people, homeless kids then.
Well, yeah, because their parents will be in jail.
No, no, because
See,
they gotta kick them out because of that rule.
well,
Do you think I wanna go to jail for my son who just stabbed 7 people? But you gotta go.
you're gonna go in jail.
I'm not going to
They're,
jail.
yeah, they're gonna hunt
I'm
you
like,
down.
he don't
You
live,
can't run.
he don't live
You can't
here.
run. No, he's gonna say he should be living there because you're responsible for him.
I'm not
That's the new
responsible for
law.
him.
That's in New Jersey. That's the state law is gonna be in this town.
Well, until they sign off on that, I feel like it's not right.
It's never, but, and you know what's gonna happen?
Because if I created my son to treat a woman right, and then I find out 7 years later he he uh he abused a woman 7 times, who for that? Me or my son?
It's gonna be your fault.
My son.
The sins of the
Because
son.
I train him not to treat them nice, not to treat them the way he abused them. The way that he get it, he could have got it from someplace else. So is in a way, it should be depending on the case. I don't think it should be
It should be a case by case
case
situation.
by case situation.
Now, let's see. One of your sons is 1, and the other one was just 1.
Okay.
Now, that's a scenario. 15 years from now, one is 16,
He's
and
15,
then
the other one's
16,
16. Okay.
and they become hardened criminals.
All right.
And they go to places and they rob and they steal and they surfboard on top of trains and they do reckless things. You know what they're gonna say?
What did I say?
They're gonna say you and your wife stumped his parents, and you have gotten the bad seed, and you're gonna be in jail. And your son, they can put him in jail too. That's the new law in New Jersey. So you better not live in New Jersey. my
Here's
friend.
the situation. In Jersey is completely different from New York. After 15 and 16, they're considered teen adults. So, that being said, if you're a teen adult, you make your own decision, it does not affect me.
Does it affect you?
But if it's younger than 15, yes, I feel like I should be the blame for all that.
Well, you see, what we have to do is empower you by letting you beat the hell out of the kids when he's bad. See, right now you can't beat the hell out of
Yeah,
nobody.
you think they still do it?
Beat the hell out of the kids?
Yeah.
I think if they were gonna go to jail, they would. They might go, they might just say, oh, yeah, I can't help it, I can't control you, get out of here, you're a pain in the ass. And then the kid goes out, he does the big crime, and he carjacks, and he shoots people, and he stabs people.
You know how many cases you hear that the mother and father beat on the kid and the ACS comes, which is ACS, Child Protective Service comes and they investigate this and that. And once they find out that the kid stole, robbed, and beat up and jumped somebody,
Right.
and he still listen and continually talk back and talk mean to the kids. They're like, great, you have all the rights. Just be careful with the head and the heart.
Oh, so in other words, you get to beat your kids? If they're bad?
And I mean, teaching him a lesson. That's how they used to do it. But now there's so many going on that when they come and they investigate, and they're like, okay, you're right. So we just go drop the case because you have all the right to teach the kids how not what not to do, what to do. Because if I don't tell them it's wrong, when he did something wrong, it makes me the bad person.
See,
And then not go to jail because I tell them it's okay. You can rob somebody and beat them up.
see,
But if I tell them no, that's not good, and I try to, try to correct them and beat him a little bit, or
you beat him a little bit. Yes, you.
then he'll get the message. Hey. What is that? Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
That's how he. Well,
Now, if you think something else, then you can tell me.
well, I
Your
think
opinion.
that if your kid gangbangs,
Right,
they should, and he shoplifts
right,
with aggression or hurting people,
yeah.
they should be able to shoot him. And then you could always make more babies. You replace them.
Replacing what you could correct, basically saying.
Because you can't correct him because he's a bad boy, bad girl. He made a mistake because they had the laws relaxed. And what you do, every child, because the first thing they do, you're not supposed to shake your child. And that's what they teach you. And then they teach you, you're not supposed to, you say, oh, have some quiet time. Well, what if they don't want to be quiet? Then you gotta be able to take a blackjack and hit him in the head.
Not in the head.
Well, not, well, in the,
Because of
the
the
elbows.
brain.
Well,
Right.
he's got a bad brain from the
In the
beginning.
heart.
No,
Maybe
no.
maybe the leg and
Yeah,
the arms and
that's what they should do.
but you're not hitting him to kill him. It's
Just injure him.
just
Teach him a
not,
lesson.
not to injure either. It's just to teach him that
Not be bad.
not to be bad, right?
But the government won't let you do that because they don't like.
They don't
public-
want you to do that, but in some situations you have to do
You
it,
have to do it.
but in a safer way.
And
This
say,
is
"Look,
why a lot of ACS cases always close down because the family have the right to do it.
they have this, they parents bad.
Uh,
What's another one?
All right. Usyk versus Alexander.
Usyk, Alexander. Well, Alexander, Usyk, no, Usyk nine, put that. Usyk, Alexander Usyk.
Okay.
And now
You put him in here for a reason.
Yes.
That means he must be really good, guys.
Oh, he's one of the finest fighters in history. Top 10.
Yeah.
Could mix it up with Muhammad Ali and Jack Dempsey. Such a good fighter. And he's 6'3".
Uh-huh.
And when he was cruiserweight, which was 200 pounds, he was 6'3". So he was a tall cruiserweight. And then when he moved up to heavyweight to fight the giants, like Tyson Fury, who's 6'9", he was short next to them, or they relatively, yeah.
Okay.
And he had happy endings because he was still wins. He's 25 and with 14 kills, and he's knocking out these giants. And they didn't think somebody his size could do it. And he's proving that he can do it.
Right.
And they're gonna put him against Moses, the Nicaraguan name, who's half Nicaraguan, and he's a devastating puncher, very fast, but he hasn't had real fights yet. And all of a sudden they're gonna crown him the champ, and then he's gonna rule the roost. Well, you gotta get rid of the rooster to rule the roost. And he's not gonna, because he's gonna lose.
What do I think about that? I think he's not ready for this fight yet.
He's not ready. He's only 13 fights, and they're gonna put him with the champ.
What I think is they should give Usyk a better fighter.
That's true. Now, a guy who has more experience, like
But my prediction is that he might lose his
title,
title.
they might strip him of it.
But I feel like I don't feel like he's the right competition for him, even though it's paid a lot of money. But do I want to take that risk? I
Yeah,
want a real fight.
and
I
also,
want a real fight. I don't want
a
a fixed fight. I want a real fight.
And it's bad for Moses because he's not getting experience. If they want to see if he has stamina, they should put him with an iron chin guy. And if they want to see if he can take a punch, don't put him with a super duper puncher, but a solid puncher.
I want to see Moses. I want to see Moses go up and up and up.
Yeah.
More fights and different fighter style.
And then different styles. And then they'll be ready for.
And then when I see 18 fights, wins, no loss, maybe 6 KO, I say yes. Usyk.
He'd be ready.
Go Usyk.
Go Usyk.
But by then Usyk will be fighting other fighters.
Yeah.
And then you could tell if he was ready for Moses or not?
Well,
Because
he'll be fighting other fighters, but he isn't
he could
deteriorating.
be fighting his own
Yeah, his old
weight.
set of guys.
Yeah.
And
And
eventually,
Moses
yeah,
gotta have time to build
build up,
until he gets
develop
Usyk.
his skill. But they're gonna jump him in there and they're gonna take advantage of Moses is a little arrogant. He thinks he's ready now. But the gym fights that you have with sparring partners,
Yeah.
it's not the same as a real fight because they're your sparring partners are not gonna you have use the gloves, you got headgear, and also you're not trying to knock the guy's block off. You're trying to use technique.
Right.
You see, because if you did it the other way, you would hurt yourself. You would hurt the guys that you're supposed to do.
Mm,
See, so you have to have real fights,
right.
but they're not doing that. The English are crumpety
But it's
ninjas.
just talk, guys. Usyk really want Moses, but I don't think Moses is the right guy. It's just us and other people, even the professional fighters talking about it. They should make a better fighter for Usyk.
Yeah, yeah, or
Who's this?
more experience, and who deserves it more.
Someone in his own weight.
Right,
To see where he's at.
right.
Because
That's what you should.
Usyk he fought recently, but we want to see more.
He knocked down this great big heavyweight
Mhm.
who had about 30 pounds or no more, and Daniel Dubois. And he
Ah.
knocked out Dubois in 5 rounds. And he was hardly touched because he was so slick. This is the slickest fighter right now. And he knows how to outbox and outslug and do everything. Now I understand with the English, they want to got their own champ, but it's not your time to have your own champ. I want an American champ. I'm an American nationalist. We don't got nobody out there. We got a Spanish guy who looks Italian, something Junior, Turner Junior, and he's good, but he's not. He's not as good as Moses. But Moses is taking soft touches. See, and Torres has actually fought live opponents.
Oh,
And you can't always look like golden when you're fighting somebody who's alive.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
Hmm.
So now we gotta
We're gonna turn it off?
no, we're not gonna talk now. Come on, man. I just came back from a whole week. We gotta celebrate.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Hey.
All right. So now there's a story that we read in the newspaper. It's called Another Bit of Sanders or
Another bit, another bit of sandwich. Oh, you know what this guy did?
what
He worked for the federal government and he thought that he could get into the face of an ICE agent and he had a hero sandwich with it.
a hero
A
sandwich?
hero sandwich.
What is this, a cartoon?
No, this is real life. And he threw the sandwich and he hit he hit the agent, the ICE agent in the head.
Mm-hmm.
And the ICE agent went, oh, I've been empowered that I can chase you. And they chased him down. The 3 ICE agents chased him. They tackled him and they charged him with a felony of
What is this, an arena?
this was in Washington, D.C.
Was it a
This-
fight or
It was a demonstration.
a
got
team, a president? What
Of
was it a show?
No, this was where they were protesting and picking up these illegals.
Oh,
They had a left-wing guy there. And he was a white guy. He wasn't a Mexican or anything like that. But you know what, on top of everything else,
well,
he worked for the federal government, so he gets fired. He's gonna be charged with a felony. They let him out on bail, and then they came and they went to his house and they arrested him. And now he's gonna go 10 years in prison.
wow.
See, they don't fool around no more because this is Trumpy time. Tick tock, this is Trumpy time. Because it used to be if you got into a cop's face and you messed with them,
Yeah.
they could hit you in the belly club. I'm all for police brutality. It depends on who's being brutalized. If somebody I don't like is getting brutalized, I'm yay, yay, yay. If somebody I like is getting brutalized, I say baddie, baddie, bad.
Sure.
See, I wouldn't want you to be brutalized, even though you really deserve
But
it.
it happened before. It happened in the NBA where the team lost and the people in the stage was boo boo because they was walking away from the wind,
Right.
from the opposite. So they threw something at the players, and he went after them, but the security hold him back.
Yeah,
And
I
as they was
remember that.
holding him back, security he found the guy that did it, tackle him down, and arrest him and charge him for some stuff for doing that
See,
because it's illegal
to throw
to
things.
throw stuff at people.
Well, it's like it was happening with the NBA. They're throwing dildos. You know what a dildo is, right? It's a penis, and they're throwing it at the thing because they to harass the women who are playing basketball because they're all lesbians, you know. So
Wow.
yeah, all the lady basketball players are lesbians, except for the white girl who's the only one who can dump a basket.
Right, and there's
And,
other white girls that's not lesbian, but
yeah, but some of
she's the
them,
only one that's making a difference.
right,
Yeah,
because most of them can't. They're straight, but they can't
they're
dump.
not very playful stuff. Yeah.
Then they don't know how, and they get jealous.
I'm gonna tell you a funny story.
Tell me a funny story.
I was on my phone, he called it a small TV. I was on my small TV, and I read, uh, dildo stuck. Okay, okay. A woman went to the hospital because she had a dildo stuck inside her,
Yeah,
and they had to do surgery to remove dildo out
that's embarrassing.
because she wanted to fool around with the dildo.
Why don't you get a man?
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Desperate man out there.
Yes, that's for a man who'll fill you up. What's that? Yeah, yeah, look at him. He says that.
Like you
Yeah,
serious? Like what?
he's a volunteer. This is
Now what
football.
they gotta say now? They gotta say, "Oh no, dildo is dangerous. You can't use it no more." A woman's not gonna hear that. But if you're gonna do something, you gotta be very careful.
You gotta be careful. You can't just stick a dildo up
Yeah,
your
now you're
butt.
getting surgery to remove a dildo.
And then the surgeons have to like do it and not laugh as they're doing the surgery.
Yeah, they try not to laugh while they're doing surgery. Might as well put them to sleep so I
Yeah.
can laugh and do it.
Mr. Dildo.
Mr.
And you know,
This world is so
yes, this
predictable.
world is crazy. It's crazy. That's why I hide out in my room. See, yeah, I don't know what to do with the dildos. I never had a dildo because I'm a man, a heterosexual man at that. But certain gay guys, they
Yeah.
get the dildo.
I'm gonna tell you guys something that a lot of people don't talk about.
But yeah,
Straight man,
what about
straight man.
it? Straight.
There's some straight men that tried man,
Oh,
but they didn't like it, so they continue going straight.
right.
So those are the curious straight men.
Ah, the curious.
Right. Bisexual.
Oh, that's a bicycle. Yeah, they want to do both, right?
They want is either two. There's two of them. A bisexual man or woman. A man that only likes women, but always go to the man, and then comes back and stay with his woman. Or the opposite.
Oh,
A man stays with his husband or boyfriend, but always go to a girl and then always come back. So
they want their cake and eat it
they
too.
want cake and eat it. They
Oh,
want best of both worlds.
and you know
Two for
what?
one.
Yeah, and you know what makes sense? It makes sense. Why have cake if you don't eat it?
Right.
Doesn't make sense, does it?
Right.
Oh, they say, oh, it's like you want your cake and eat it too. Well, that makes sense. Well, am I want my cake and just let it rot in the refrigerator?
Right. So we also have trainings. Training is either a woman dressed as a man or a man dressed as a human. They have two levels. One who just change the physical by just changing their clothes, and the third one is a very advanced. Is where they do extreme surgery to be exactly like them.
They cut off the weenies
But
and the boobies if they grow.
like they say, every surgery, even if it's a little cut, is harms your body.
Yeah, right.
But no,
But they want to do it.
they still want to do it.
And some people think there's a reincarnation that they were abusive to women, so it's a punishment. God says, okay, we're gonna have you a woman this time.
So
Yeah, so you could get your karma out there.
the last one is what's it called? It's called
Transgender?
no, it's a woman. She like a man.
Bulldyke?
Starts with B.
Butch.
No, she's just like a man. But she only likes women. And
But,
she dressed like a
uh,
man. She dressed like a man. She act like a man. She voice ism sound like a man, but it's still woman. She only likes men.
Oh,
And
oh,
it's I love it. But you see them, you could tell from a distance that they don't like they're not female.
oh, it's very confusing. In my day,
Yeah,
you had your straight people,
right.
you had your gay people, and you had your bisexuals.
Mm.
And the bisexual would go both in teams. But then AIDS happened and that became a situation.
But that kept going. They didn't stop.
AIDS happened because people want to do the hoopy doo.
Yeah, they want
You can't stop a man from doing the hoopy doo. You could only slow him down. They can't keep a man from doing the hoopy doo. They want their penis to get around. If you are a young man, it is true. You look at every girl you wanna do. A man has to do what he's gotta do, and you have to watch out because the women wanna tie you down. Women like a man who'll take care of them. They like a man whose responsibilities to be. But that means he's gonna lose his freedom, and he can't run on a motorcycle into the Midwest, you see. This men like to have freedom as long as they can. That's why when they have male contraceptives, they're gonna have a pill for a man, and men are not gonna be able to be entrapped in having babies before they need
All
to.
right. So now we gotta
They,
talk
they,
about
that's true, you know. They got the new pill that it doesn't have side effects. You still want to do the hoopy doop, right? Still get erection, right?
but the question
But
is
you can't make somebody pregnant.
will it work?
It does work. They've experimented with it,
Will it
and it
work?
just has to go on market.
What's the side effect?
There's no side effects.
Will it cause any damaging?
No,
Well, have it been tested?
it's been tested.
Have it been approved by the
It hasn't
DEY?
been approved yet, but it's
Is
gonna
it
be
legal?
approved.
Is
It's
legal? People want to do it,
well, yeah,
or
because
people don't want to do it.
men are gonna want to do it because sometimes women get pregnant on purpose, but they say, "Oh, I'm using the pill." I'm not
And
using a pill,
and that's
and
the
then
question of the year.
yeah,
See the question? See, if it was me, I would not use it
you wouldn't use a why.
because kids
You
it's
like it.
it's nature. Like, you can't stop that.
You don't want to. You want to go with nature.
It's nature. It's happening. The one supposed to do is her. She's supposed to do it. Not us. We're not supposed to do none of that.
Well, but you'll be in control. But sometimes if you won't want to do it, she
That's
won't
all
have a baby.
depending on the woman. If
You-
she's crazy like that, where I have to put it on, get that medicine or injection, whatever they give me, then yes. But if I know this person and she's not that type of person, then I'll feel safe not using it. Then I'll feel safe not using
Oh, he's such an idealist. Not that right for you. No.
it.
Yeah, I just can't. He's a good person, but he's not the brightest candle in the window. Oh yeah.
So the next story is busted in shell games.
This is the three-part Monty. What they do, they were putting drugs in a turtle.
What?
Yes, they were smuggling turtle in the turtle shell. They had cocaine.
No way.
It's true. They showed the turtle. Poor little innocent turtle being used for being a drug carrier.
That's
They
horrible.
stopped him and they found out he was doing it. And they rescued the turtle. So they send this turtle back to the sea. And they arrested the turtle smuggling drug pushers.
Turtle smuggler. The turtle's cute. They don't bite.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
it's
they
a
do
big, it's a
bite. They
big.
do bite. They do
Oh, you
bite.
can't put your finger with
They do
turtle.
bite,
The
but
eye bite you.
there's like a little pinch, like a little
Yeah.
nibble, but they're okay. They're good, but there's some animal abuse.
It's an animal abuse. It's not right. You don't want an animal to have a life of crime.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
What's that?
So now, any upcoming sports fighters that you aware of?
There's a fight where Vargas, the
Workers.
son of Antonio the Vargas, is going to fight a top Irish fighter. It's going to be an ethnic rivalry.
Mm.
The Irish guy has blonde hair and he's a big puncher. He's undefeated. And Vargas is undefeated too and has a whole bunch of KOs.
Right.
But you see, I believe the Irishman he's the Irish have very hard heads. So he's gonna be more durable than Vargas. And Vargas has soft touches. He might be actually more talented and have a bigger punch, but he's not gonna be able to knock out the Irishman. And the Irishman likes to go to the body, and nobody likes it to the body.
Right.
So the Irishman will probably win unless he gets cut.
Right.
So if the Irish get cut a lot,
Let's see what
it's
happens.
gonna be a war.
It's gonna be a big war.
It's gonna be, and they're both handsome. It'll be battle of the handsome guys.
Ooh.
The girls like them. Oh, he's very Vargas is a pretty boy.
Battle of the handsome. Me versus Betty.
Oh, yeah, she's good looking in certain cultures. You know, in Japan, he's considered tall.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, last story. We can solve NYC public drug scoring. Oh, wait, before we start the story, I forgot about to say. Uh, Years ago, I think 2 years ago, a woman got caught smuggling drugs inside a plantain or banana. Where I don't know how she did it. Smudge them in there, close it up, and she was like trying to sell it as regular plantains and banana. Well, they caught her.
You can't do that to our fruit.
And she was Spanish.
Give them a bad
What's next, guys? Tell me what's next. I don't know what's next.
I don't know. Turtles. That was 5 years ago. Now they're smelling it in turtles. You know, the Spanish people have given us a lot. Tacos and sombreros.
And
empanadas.
Empanadas. Be honest.
But these cartels are out of control.
Right.
They are, and Trumpy, by Trump is going to declare war on them. He'll bomb them. He'll bomb them. He'll send commandos in, like that movie. That was
back then was a problem, right? But now it's like now they were saying we can't control this drug transport over and over. There's only one thing we could do.
Kill everybody?
Legalize weed.
No, that's made the whole city smell like a big 1968 dorm room.
And that's what happened when Jomo said. He legalized the weed.
And everybody smells, and everybody.
They legalized the weed, so now they're profiting more than what they wasn't profiting before.
And also these young kids, they're putting weird stuff in their weed, so it's much stronger than it used to.
At first, yes, a lot of them died because of not because of what they was giving them, is what the kids was mixing.
Right. The fentanyl and all that.
And yes, it was killing them because they didn't put the good stuff in there. They took the bad stuff out, but they didn't like it.
He said the good stuff.
They didn't like it. They said, no, we need more stuff in it. And they keep mixing and mixing and mixing. And next thing you know, 20 people die in a day.
You know what? I'm in the hands of a junkie. I mean, you're a weed. You're a pothead. That's why you sleep so much. Because you have so much pot.
I'm not a pothead, but I just where I go at, like it's legal now. There's a lot of people smoking weed.
Oh yeah, no, what he does if he's cheap, he goes into a room where a bunch of people smoke pot and gets a contact eye. Yeah, I see through you. I understand what's going on. I wasn't born yesterday. I was born 1959.
He acts like I go in there,
And that's it. See how
and then I walk right back out. That's
he
horrible,
stays
guys.
there for a while.
That's
And then he
horrible,
comes to
guys.
my house like the zombie from Mars, and he starts to attend to me. And he doesn't know what he's doing. You know, he has to do stuff. He has to clean me up. I felt like I was a Buick. He's
Now you know everybody like the Buick, right?
I don't want to be a Buick.
And
I
the Buick's
want
gotta be nice and clean, shiny, and they gotta smell good.
you can't compete with the girls. I have some beautiful girls, and they clean me up like a baby, like I'm their baby, and they're tender and loving care.
That's the problem. I don't want to be treated like a baby.
Oh no,
They didn't raise me to be a baby.
oh no. Well, I want to be treated like a baby.
They
'Cause I'm
raised me
you.
to be as a baby, but they didn't raise me that. They raised me to be a man.
Oh, excuse me. Is he implying that I am not a man and he's more manly than me? Oh, because he can beat little children in basketball games? That's what he does to entertain himself. He goes and says, I'm the king of the courts. Well, they're all your competitors are all 8 years old. Oh my goodness.
I'm not saying he's not a man. He is. He's all the way. You see the picture back there? That's not
That's me in my prime.
He did a lot when he was younger and
Yeah. I'm gonna
and he's still working on himself.
oh,
He just like the attention, guys.
I need attention. I'm an actor.
He likes the attention.
Of course.
Believe me, he does.
I get lonely here. And they leave me all alone. And sometimes my friends, they put things in their ears so they don't hear me. And I'm talking and say, hello, how are you? What's your day like? And they don't even talk to me back because they're listening to their left wing commie stuff with their Spanish music. He has things that on his things where lions and tigers fight it out.
Right.
He's crazy.
Crazy is what crazy are.
It's not crazy. This is what crazy are. It's crazy is and crazy does.
Alexa, play crazy.
Crazy by Gnarls Barkley from Paul's Apple Music.
I remember when I lost my
Hey!
That's so pleasant about that day. Feeling what you had let go. And so much.
Hey!
Yeah, out there, without care, yeah, I was out of time.
Can you too much?
What?
That makes you what?
That makes me crazy!
Oh,
That makes me
I
crazy!
knew he was crazy.
That makes me crazy!